pushing us towards just being better men. That's the rebrand. That's the whole goal. Laid it out for you. I think it's just time for me to execute. Hey guys, welcome back to the vlogs. Been a minute, but we are officially back. I've just spent the past couple of days mapping out our next 6 months of vlog activity. Especially in the new year, we'll be dropping every single month. There's some exciting things coming up. Be signing up for events, including high rocks and marathons. You guys can come train with us. We're looking at building out programs and communities on online stuff with the 5 to 9 movement. If you haven't seen the vlog already or the podcast I dropped last night, go check that out. It talks about the rebrand of YKTR. And we've had 3 phases of YKTR. The first phase, fun, footy players, travel the world, aspirational brand, just lighthearted. Second phase, obviously the YKTR sports phase. We try to take on sports media. And I feel like we've made a small ripple in that pond. And if you look at sports media within rugby league now, it's in a great place. And the third phase, we're coming back to what's us and who we are, or who I am as well. So it's about waking up and being grateful and working out and setting goals. And that's the brand that we want to be right now. Now, you'll see us say 5 to 9 quite a bit. We actually flipped that whole YKTR sports page, cancelled that all out, and then turned it into a YKTR 5 to 9 page. And what that is 5 to 9 is just a time slot in the morning where we want to live, where we want to be as a brand, where we want to support you as a brand. That time in the morning where you wake up and you work on yourself just to get that a little bit better in the day. And it's not always about smashing a workout. To be honest, sometimes it's waking up and putting on your shoes and just going for a walk. Like, that's the vibe as well. But a couple of days ago, it was Men's Mental Health Day, and 7 guys commit suicide every single day, which is a crazy number. So I just want this next phase of YKTR to be something productive, something that we can be proud of. And when I look back at all those phases of YKTR, I haven't always been proud of us. So we've been in the media lots, we've almost been cancelled. That YKTR sports phase was probably the time where we were hated the most, or individually used to cop the most hate. But I feel like since moving up to the Gold Coast, I feel like I'm back in alignment and back into doing what I want to do and working out and training and just trying to be the best person I can be, which allows me to try to be a better man, a better business person, and a better friend. And if you're watching this podcast and you've got partners and dads and kids, I just think that time slot in the morning, the 5 to 9 movement that we're going to be chasing or creating, that's the time where you can get better and work on yourselves. Now, if you think about the world, like if you've traveled around the world, there's not many countries in the world that are morning countries, and we're one of them. When you go stay in New York or Paris or Europe, they're all nighttime cities. And when they get up and they have breakfast a little bit later, they have dinner a little bit later, they go out to nightclubs a little bit later. We're one of the lucky countries where we can wake up I train at 4:30 every morning. I can have a coffee at 5:30, swim at 6, and just sort of move from there. So when I was thinking about this rebrand, I was like, where do I want to be? What do I value in life right now? And for me right now, I'm just sort of starting to understand my influence in this world and the positive impact that I can have with content, with community, with even just communication style. Like, people look at me and they can relate to me because they might be Māori or Islander, or they come from a small town like I have. I just want to be that person that I needed when I was coming through in many different ways. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this, eh? But we are dropping clothes this Sunday. It's our first ever rebrand drop. I'll run you through some of the pieces that we've got. Alright guys, like I said, we are dropping our first activewear line based around our new rebrand this Sunday. Web store's going to be open from 5 to 9 on the Sunday as well, sort of rolling with that 5 to 9 theme, so you won't be able to cop it all the time. This has sort of been a 6 to 12 month rebrand, or something we've been working on for the past. The idea come from this probably about this time last year. It's just taken time for us to get to this point where we're dropping product that, 1, is functional, and then 2, has a very clear message about where we're going. So if you haven't checked out the podcast already, go check it out. It explains all the different logos and the different pieces that we're dropping. I'm rocking this hoodie right now. This won't be live, but it's a similar block to one that we're dropping. We're rolling with crop hoodies at the moment. Rocking these the past 3-4 months, but there's the back logo, the Early Sun logo. Obviously we're going to be operating that 5 to 9 time slot, so the Early Sun logo is, if you know your why, you know why to get up in the morning. I don't have my other one. I wore it this morning, so it's actually in the wash. But the one that is dropping tomorrow has got the Sun logo on there, and then 5 to 9 on the other side. We've also got the matching t-shirts and matching tanks. We've got a black tank and a khaki tank, depends what you're into. But if you've copped our last activewear, we're in the same rib fabric. So we're operating with the same fabric, which is really cool. Small circle logo on the front, early sun logo, and then got the back print as well. And also down the bottom, we've got this little tag. See if you can read it. So it says ASNZ, which is Australia, New Zealand, 5 to 9, premium athletics, and then it's got our logo down there, and then plus I got a new logo up here, and our OG YKTR logo. So these are the details that are going to be on the bottom right of our tees. The khaki, this is a beautiful color. People seen us rocking this in about February this year when me and Norman were going for runs. But that was the tag down the bottom, and then white circle logo, and then white sun logo across the back. And we're also dropping those in the tanks as well. So I'll be releasing some emails and some images. In my opinion, I love the tanks, I love the crop hoodies and the t-shirts. So it's up to you what you guys want to pick. And then we also have some tri-shorts. So these are just our training shorts, slightly different. These are XL, so they look a little bit big. I'm 6 foot, probably about 95 kgs at the moment, so I rock about a large. But in terms of detailing, we have the pocket across the back in case you want to put some like gel pockets or your keys, or it's not big enough for a big enough phone yet. We'll make adjustments on that. And then down the side across the back leg, YKTR, and then our new tri logo across the front. So I've got the black and white pair, super comfy. Been rocking these almost every day at the gym. Luckily I own the brand, so I have three or four different pairs, but it's all I rock. And then we've got the khaki option as well. So here's the khaki short. Green always shows up a little bit weird on camera, but this is a really cool color. And then got the black detailing down the bottom, and then YKTR across the back, and then there's a YKTR down the right pocket too. One more short that we got actually. And we've also got the Stonewash, which has got the Y sun logo down the bottom. This is a French terry short, so more like if you want to chill or throw some weights around. Probably wouldn't be running in these, they're a little bit too heavy. But I've got the white draw cords across there. And yeah, these are a vibe too. So everything is functional, you can all train in it. This hoodie is a 430 GSM, so it's the same as our black label. Probably not so functional to run in, but fuck, it looks cool when you rock it. So that's the front, and then obviously that's the back as well. Crop vibes, cutting all the shit off. Cut these off, cut the hems off. Just gives you a bit of a different look rolling up to the gym in the morning. So super limited numbers on the hoodies. And then yeah, the time slot of the store is only gonna be open from 5 to 9, so you've got to get in quick. Oh, actually, I just want to show you some things that we're also working on. There's the tank there. So it's kind of just a square shouldered tank, drops down. I'll be rocking these every day at training, front, back. There's a little YKTR down the back left there too. And then we just got our woven patch down the bottom. As we said, ASNZ, Australia, New Zealand, that's where we're from. 5 to 9, that's the movement that we're chasing after. Premium athletics, that's the fabric that we're using. And then yktr.com.au, that's where you cop it. But a couple of things that we've been working on, I don't have it here at the moment, it's in the wash, but in half tight. So people that are into running usually run in tights. We've fabricated or built one up that's like perfect. Probably one slight change that we'll have on it is the side pocket. So we've got like half tights that go down to about just below your knee. And then we've got side pockets in there so you can slip in running gels, and you can actually put your iPhone in as well. So so the sizing of the stitching was a little bit too tight, so we've just had to redo that. And if you see in some of our photos, you'll see our model wearing it, and it says Tech down the side. So Tech's a throwback to Tech Project, which was a brand that we used to have back in the day, which was a vibe, but now Tech's going to be used for our functional running stuff. So I know I'm throwing a lot at you of new logos, rebrands and stuff like that, but we're going to use Tech to build out functional running kit. And here's an example of one of the shorts that we're building. This will probably drop in January next year. Got the built-in Pomeroys down the side. As you can see, the Tech down there. But if you feel this short, it needs some work. Like this is only like the first sample. But the cool thing about the short, it's a running short, but down the side panel, which is your running tight, and then underneath it's built into there. So for me at the moment, this is just like a little bit too long, as you can see there. So you can see that, it's like two different fabrics. So obviously got your nylon, poly blends up the front here, and then those are your training short sort of fabrics there as well. So we'll put these on. Super comfy. They look fucking sick. They just need some slight adjustments in terms of sizing. Haven't ran in them yet, but I will. But I want everything to be functional. So these are some cool things that we're working on for the future. And same thing, this pocket down here, there's a little hidden pocket here. It's just a little bit too narrow. Like you can put running gels down there. Boom, 10Ks in on a 20K run, pull the gel packet out. Got the back one here for the keys. One of the boys in the Instagram, I don't know who he was, he goes, we'll build out a flap. So in Nike, they've got this flap so they've got a back pocket like this, but there's a hole that you can slide in behind it. So when you're running, you take your t-shirt off, you can slide your t-shirt into the back of that. So I do want to change that. That'll be something cool for the future, but it's just a work in progress. So tech shorts, these are super sick. Remember, tech is for running or it's functional. Rolling from there, and then obviously winter next year, working on some pants too. So sizing of these isn't that great, but in terms of fabrication, really clear. Got a lot of give in it. So I'll train in these over the next couple days, and then report back to you. Then down the bottom, same tag, flipped it up to orange. We're going to use different color tags for different seasons, but yeah, pretty excited, eh? And that's a wrap on the vlogs, just showing you what's working. Officially got Simi live with me as well, so we'll start making some content together. A lot of people like us together, and obviously he's Simi and he's pretty funny. But it's good he's living with me at the moment. He's locked in, and I think living with me can't fuck around too. So he's training every day and just trying to be the best dad he can be. And then obviously want to help him, support him to get his next phase of life, and someone who's ambitious, and he's always ambitious. I think we can just bounce off each other and learn off each other and support each other, but still pay each other out. You know what I mean? We're still boys, but I'm excited. Obviously planned out the next 6 months of content and clothes. What it's gonna kind of look like is potential high rocks in Brisbane. Normie's getting married over in Bali in February. The boys are up here in January. Normie's moving here in April, and then I'm flying to Japan and probably Europe over that time as well. While waking up every single day and working out, not every day, I'll be waking up 5-6 days a week, training that 5 to 9 time slot, trying to be the best that we can, but also having fun on the weekends too. So if you're about that, come along for the ride. I want you here. I just want to build a brand that we're super proud of, and build the best version of ourselves and the best version this brand can be. And yeah, 5 to 9 is a new movement. We're up at that time. We're working, we're moving. Sometimes we're just putting on our shoes and getting out the door. And then over time, this will build into programs, into communities. Could be weights programs, running programs. If you sign up to the GC and you live around here, come run with us, come train with us. It's going to be a vibe. So I'm pumped. I'm glad you guys are here. Hope you can feel it in the content. But most of all, I'm really happy, Like this past couple of years been up and down. You just feel like you're fucking treading water most of the time. But I finally feel like I'm at peace, and I'm glad you guys are here with me. For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. Eminem.